lovely Willow Vibes Tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. So please like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. I feel like there's a lot of new energy coming in for a lot of you, and this feels like go-getter, let's get this done. It's not just that I have a lot of things to do. It feels like taking care of business. I gotta handle all this stuff, take care of all this so that I can have a new life kind of thing. It's like out with the old, in with the new is what it feels like. So let's see. What is going on for the collective? What is going on with y'all? Alright. Today just feels like such an amazing day. I don't know why. Like, it's weird because yesterday it was like weird stuff happens to me all the time. It's just like little quote unquote coincidences. Spirit's just funny sometimes. And I was thinking of a meditation I did where I saw two birds flying around, and then I saw a flash of light and it reminded me of lightning, and it just randomly popped in my head. And then I was sitting outside and the wind started whipping around, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna get some boomers. And you could hear it in the distance coming this way, and I was like, oh, it's so funny. But before I even went outside and knew that a storm was coming, I put the babies in onesies that have lightning bolts on them. And then after they were in that and I heard the boomers coming our way, Andrew was listening to the scanner, and apparently there were lightning strikes like throughout different areas, through the Lakes region area. And I'm like, that's so weird, because I was just thinking of lightning. I put lightning bolts on the babies, the storm's coming, and now there's lightning strikes everywhere. It's just weird how that shit happens. But the energy felt very quiet, very calm, even though that's pretty chaotic, I don't know. I even said it to my son. I was like, today just feels quiet. And whenever you say the Q word, that's when shit happens. It's like you never say that you're gonna jinx yourself, because then all of a sudden something happens. So something might be coming up for some of you, and maybe you guys are preparing for the worst, preparing for something, because now it's making me think of like storm warnings. So maybe you guys are heeding certain warnings, whether they're coming from tarot or your spirit team, or just a feeling that you're getting. Like, I'd rather be over prepared than under prepared, because it's making me think of when people board up their windows and it's like, okay, I feel the storm's approaching, or we were told this, or whatever, we were warned about this, so we're gonna make sure that we're good. It feels like that. So there's a level of preparedness here for a situation, because whenever I talk about storms in a reading, it's potential problems that can arise in life, and that happens all the time. And it might not be caused by a specific person or people, it's just life circumstances. So it's being prepared so that when the worst happens, or when something bad happens, it's not as bad. So a lot of you are in that energy, like, I'm saving for the rainy day fund, or whatever you need to do, so that when the shit hits the fan, you're good. And I don't feel like that's going on right now. Like, nothing bad's going on right now. But like I was saying, yesterday felt very quiet, and today just the energy feels very upbeat and like a breath of fresh air. All good things must come to an end. That's what just popped in my head. So it's almost like, I'm thinking about this, what the hell's going on? And then, oh, this is great. Wait, this will only last for so long. I don't know if somebody thinks that way. I don't know. Today feels amazing regardless, but yeah. When you have like a lucky streak, it can only last for so long. Someone's thinking that way. Like, things are good right now. What the shit's headed my way? I'm going to be prepared for whatever heads my way, which I don't know. That feels really good, because it's always good to be prepared. All right. So what's going on besides that? Yeah, someone's just getting their shit together. Like, it's time. It's time to get your shit together, apparently. It doesn't feel bad, though. I don't know. This energy feels pretty good. So, alright. There is somebody who wants to come in and reconcile with someone as well. and you might be sensing that this energy is headed your way. You might not know exactly who it is to you. Some of you might not. It just feels like some past energies resurfacing. So someone's moving closer to you, and it pertains to reconciliation. I don't know if it's romantically speaking, or, you know, friendship, family. Yeah, somebody wants to heal things with you. Potentially around the next full moon, which I gotta look at the calendar. That's coming up, isn't it? Is it on the 24th? I don't remember. It's coming up, but I just heard trust in your abilities, because we have full moon, trust, and healer that came out. I feel like a lot of you feel rejuvenated around the full moon, new moon phases. But there's more psychic energy that heads your way. So that could be where sensitivity is coming in, where you're sensing something, whether it's good or bad. Somebody wants to reconnect with you. Quilts could be significant as well. I'm not sure what the hell that has to do with anything. Maybe some of you do quilting work, or there's a significant quilt in this situation. But that's like patchwork if you think about it. But it feels like it's literally a quilt. There's something significant to do with a quilt or quilting. But if you think about it, patchwork, you put all the pieces together and it makes something really beautiful. So someone could be putting the pieces together in a situation, whether they're signs of synchronicities, or you're just figuring something out, like, okay, I listened to this person and you know, that's not really making much sense, but you're making a lot of sense. Like, everything over time is adding up and coming together is what it feels like for someone. But yeah, I feel like you're a very strong healer. Whether you're aware of those abilities or not, somebody's hands are very healing. So you might want to do work with your hands. Some of you might be like Reiki healers, Reiki masters, whatever. Or you do some type of healing work with your hands. Someone's hands are very significant when it comes to healing energies. Somebody's looking straight at you. Okay, yeah. I don't want any more of these, so we'll put those right there. Let's see. Just your energy is very healing. Even if you don't say a fucking thing, it's just, it feels very comforting to be around you. That might be how someone's thinking and feeling. Like, I love your energy. Wait, I love what you bring to the table. Because there's like no bullshit here. I love what you bring to the table because you're loyal. There's loyalty here. And deception. I didn't even see these cards behind loyalty. Some of you have been loyal to the wrong person or people. That could be why somebody wants to reconnect with you. Like, oh shit, I trusted the wrong person. What the fuck? But it's like rite of passage is right after deception. So it's almost like somebody had to go through this level of deception, through whatever the shit show is or was, in order to see the truth, in order to see things for themselves, to think for themselves, to see you in a different light. Regardless of however you connect with this person, if you decide to welcome them back into your life or not, there's like some type of retribution is here, is what it feels like. I feel like whatever this is, it had to happen to show your loyalty, to prove your loyalty. Because I don't feel like this is a test from other people. Like, no one was testing your loyalty. I mean, they could have been, but that's not what the actual test was. It's someone's seeing just that you're a true blue, basically. That you're not a liar, liar, pants on fire. That they were dealing with unhealthy people, basically. I don't know. There was someone who was against you because of how loyal you are. Because you're a healer. Because you're a nice person. Because you're a good person. I don't know, someone was spreading rumors, what it feels like. There's greed at the bottom of the deck. But I feel like a lot of you had to go through this crap to quote unquote prove yourself, because I don't feel like you were like literally trying to prove yourself. It's just the truth always comes out in the end. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're naturally a good person and you're not in this deceptive energy, people are going to see that regardless of what is said about you. You know what I mean? No matter what happens, because it's the fucking truth. That's just who you are, how you are, and it'll be organically seen regardless of what is said and done, behind your back, to your face, around you, whatever. And that's kind of what's happening here. I feel like whatever the situation was for you, it was very difficult. Even if you were like paying no mind, like, oh, I don't care what you're saying, or I'm blissfully ignorant to this, something's being brought to your attention, or it already has been brought to your attention. And it could have been upsetting when you found this out, or it will be when you do, but I don't feel like it's gonna like break you or anything. It's almost like, why are people so petty? I feel like that's the energy that you'll be in whenever this comes to light. Like, really? You had to stoop that low? Like, why? What was the point? Did you have fun? Did it make you laugh? Did you have a good time throwing someone under the bus, or knocking them down? I want to say knocking them down because it feels more like just cruelty, because someone was envious, they were jealous that they're not you, that they're not like you, that they don't have the same mentality, the same core values. Because there isn't much that will sway you in any direction. You think for yourself, and you do what you feel is right. You know what I mean? Like, you won't go against your moral compass just because someone says something or acts a certain way. You stand your ground, and people are seeing this. It's not just one person. It's like, yeah, okay, well, if someone's in that energy, then they can't really be that bad, or this is how you've been for X amount of time, so this must be bullshit, Someone's seeing lies. So if there was any bullshit spread about you, it's coming to light. Yeah, there's warnings here. Okay, what the shit? Oh, that's a lot. I'm not taking all of them. All right, so we have social media. This is how it's coming out. And we have cards under that. I'll show you in a second. Freedom and warning. That's all I saw was social media, freedom, and warning. I didn't see what was behind social media. I still don't know because I didn't really look yet, but we'll see in a second. I still don't know because I didn't really look yet. So someone might be looking for something online, searching for information, but there's something hidden. There's something on social media that's significant in this situation. I feel like a lot of you were just out enjoying the moment. Maybe you were sharing your adventures, your life, the fun and free things that go on for you, or that went on for you. You could have been sharing that online. Because this feels good. Like, yay, this is exciting. I'm doing this and whatever, new experiences and stuff. So you could have been sharing this stuff online. Maybe it was pissing somebody else off because they weren't in that energy. Like, how can you just enjoy the moment when there's so much shit going on? That's kind of what this feels like. There's something that you shared online. Could just be Facebook, Instagram, any of that shit. I don't know where you put this, but some social media platform. You were sharing some fun, free adventures. Yay, I'm living life, having a good time. This is exciting, good news, whatever. But what you were sharing in a positive light is actually negative. I don't really feel like people were looking at you in a negative way with whatever was going on, whatever you were sharing. There was just problems surrounding your happiness. Like, you shouldn't have been enjoying something. There's something that you had fun with, that you enjoyed, that you shared, that was actually not in your best interest. Like, it was a warning. And you know what it's making me think of? This is just an example, because it could be anything. Like, say you're seeing certain signs and synchronicities, and I don't know, the magic is coming to life for you. No matter what you're doing, where you're going, whatever you're sharing, there's just like a touch of magic in there. And you're just like, you're seeing the beauty in it all. You're seeing the positive aspects of problems. So like when your car breaks down, it's like, whatever, you know, yeah, it's a headache, but we'll get through it. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna, like I did when my car broke down and I needed a tow. I went for a walk. I made the best of a bad situation. So a lot of you were doing things like that regardless of whatever the problem was. But I feel like the problem could have been put in your path on purpose, because there's warnings tied to that. Like, you should have been upset over this. You should have been worried. You should have been scared. You should have you should have taken heed. Like, you should have heeded the warnings. You shouldn't have been having fun with this. You should have been heeding the warnings. I don't know if somebody was warning you, or if you were just not looking at a warning in a negative way. Because if you think about it, I started this reading talking about a level of preparedness. So it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. And I feel like with warning messages, with signs, with however you were being warned of this, that, or the other, no matter what you were being warned of, because this feels past tense, you weren't looking at it as a warning. Even if you're like, oh yeah, I think I should be worried about this, but I'm not. That type of energy. I should be worried about so-and-so or this situation or whatever, but whatever. Like, I'm just going to go with the flow. Because that's what this feels like. But it feels like in doing that, it actually helped you, because you weren't ignoring the red flags. You weren't ignoring the warnings. You weren't ignoring the problem. You were just prepared. You were already prepared. Maybe because of your intuition. Your intuition could have let you know what the fuck was going on. You've prepared for this. I've heard that before. You've prepared for whatever this is. It's almost like spirit was preparing you for an upcoming problem. And it's not going to be as problematic as it would have been, because you're prepared. Because you've already gone through something. You've already gone through a level of deception and bullshit. Like, you're probably being warned about deception. Somebody lying about something. You stuck to your guns in whatever this is. I don't know, you weren't swayed this way or that way. Because for some reason, it feels like there are legitimate warnings. Like spirit going, hey, I'm going to tap you on the shoulder and let you know, don't go over there. Don't deal with this person. Something feels off, even if you don't know what it is. Warning, warning, warning. But it also feels like there's, I don't know if it's literal people causing something for you, or quote unquote warning you. Like, stay away. Don't go near someone. Don't do this. Be scared of that. There's a problem here. Because it feels like legitimate warnings and fake warnings. Potentially on fucking social media. Or there's some type of social media tie between you and someone. This feels very confusing. It's almost like what's right and what's wrong, what's real and what's fake. Because we have loyalty and deception. Well, your spirit team is not going to fuck you over. They're not going to lie to you. I'm just going to say. You're not going to, well, you could lie to yourself. People do it all the time. But especially if they're overly questioning things like, what the fuck? Because there is a bit of overthinking in here. And like, what does that mean? Reading too much into something as well. Maybe somebody wanted you to do that. Or they were just reading too much into something. Or they thought that of you. I don't know what that's about exactly, but it feels like real and not real. So there's some phony shit in here with deception, which actually... Alright, give me... Do I want that? I don't want that. What do I want? Okay, I forgot I had these over here. Let's see what this is. What is this deception about? I can get the cards out of the bag. You will be good, won't we? Alright. So give me more on this deception real quick before I dive into the social media side of this. Some of you could work online, or you're doing something on the internet because we have hardworking and social media, And we have lucky shot in front of hardworking. So some of you could have just taken a chance and started some type of online business project or what have you. You took your lucky shot and it's working out for you. I feel like it could be a slow process for some of you, but you've put a lot of work into something. You've put a lot of work into something online. And these warnings pertain to whatever that is for some of you. Because not all of you do shit online, but... Because of whatever you do for work online or on social media, because YouTube's social media as well. But some of you could just do shit on Facebook. I don't know, wherever. It's not Facebook. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. I don't know. That's popping in here. But because of whatever you're working on online, whether it's your career or a project or just, a social thing that's broadcasted basically, it made you a target. Your hard work made you a target in a situation. Whoever these people are, this person is, they didn't think it was legitimate, like whatever you're working on isn't real work. Because I feel like I want to compare back-breaking work to not back-breaking work, like a laborer to someone who doesn't have to do that. It's like work smarter, not harder. Whoever these people are, or whoever's involved in this or has like a bad taste in their mouth about you, whatever you're working on, they've busted their ass. They've worked harder, not smarter, and you're doing the opposite. And they're envious of that because there's a level of success here that could have been attained a lot sooner if this bullshit didn't happen. Because there's some fuckery in here. There's lies. Desiring, resentful, disconnected with self. Yeah, someone is very envious of you. If you thought this person disappeared from your life, whether you blocked them or not, I don't know who they are. Like, it's someone that you don't deal with. Someone you don't talk to. The lie here is like, oh, they're gone. No, they're not. They're around, and they're pissed off about something you did or said or all of the above. Yeah, offensive. Somebody took offense to your work, to what you're doing, to something that's on social media. Because this is like, fuck you, how dare you say that? They took offense, and they took a chance to fuck you over. I don't think it worked, though. I really don't. Whatever this is just proved you right. In the eyes of others, not just in this situation. Yeah, somebody took offense to something you said. Oh, hero, go lay down. He might just be adjusting. Haven't even been asleep that long, just seeing. Bratty and guilt. Bossy, demanding, spoiled, rotten. Yeah, there's a level of entitlement here. Maybe somebody viewed you that way, or said that shit about you, and like, oh, you get whatever you want because of this, that, or the other, or you think you're so fucking amazing, but you're not. I don't know. Somebody is regretting listening to something about you or saying something about you. Predator. Somebody's regretting not believing you. Preying, exploiting, taking over. Yeah, because of jealousy. Someone's jealous or envious. And they were preying on your weaknesses. They're preying on you. Because it's reminding me of what I wrote down in one of my spiritual books when I was channeling a while ago. This was a few years, 4 or 5 years ago now. I don't remember. I have it written down. But anyways, I had said, you pray, but you are the prey. So, you have goodwill, you pray, you're spiritual, you're whatever. But there was someone preying on you. All the while that you're trying to make something happen for yourself, they were working against you. Like, the harder you work towards making something work out for yourself, the harder they would work against it because they're fucking jealous. I don't feel like it's going anywhere though, because whoever this is, their fuck shit's getting revealed. So I want a little bit more on this warning. Follow your intuition with whatever this is, especially coming up, because you're prepared for this. Something's coming out. It's really what it feels like. But you did follow your intuition in the past, and you passed this test. Because following your intuition and listening to yourself and listening to your own gut instincts and all that, it was a rite of passage, and you passed those tests. And those aren't tests that people can put on us, you know what I mean? That's a personal thing. You could have looked at this entire situation as though it was a spiritual test, even though there was, someone attacking you, someone doing something potentially online, or there's a strong online component here. But you could have looked at it, the entire thing in the past, as a spiritual thing, even if that wasn't totally what it was, but that could have helped you get through this situation. It could have helped you see negative things from a positive place, because it's like, we have to go through trials and tribulations, we have to go through difficulties, and this is life, and it's how we handle those situations. So you could have been telling yourself that when you were going through these difficult times, even if somebody was like putting those difficulties on you, you weren't looking at it that way. Whether you knew or not, I don't know, I feel like your spirituality and whatever your belief system is what pulled you through a literal shit show. Unbeknownst to you. That's really what it feels like. My hair is everywhere. It's driving me nuts. I don't think I'm going to be able to do too much more on here because he's not crying yet, but he's usually the good napper too. He's been in cranky pants today, Mr. Hero. They're so cute. Anyways, Page of Swords. Strategic solutioning. Yeah, somebody got an idea from the internet. I could do this. I could say this. Yeah, somebody got an idea from something they heard or saw online. Whether it's something that you said or did, I don't know. Somebody's watching. Somebody was watching all of this unfold. So it feels like the Empress. An Empress was being warned. This is like the birth of an idea. It just doesn't feel like a good idea because I'm clarifying warnings. Whatever this is a bad idea. You shouldn't do it. I don't know if somebody said that to you or if that's what they were insinuating, because I did say that. Like, no. Don't talk to so-and-so. Don't do this. That's a bad idea. Getting in bed with this person's a bad idea, whether it's romantically or partnering up with them, you know what I mean? Like working with this person, being around this person, that's no. Yeah, somebody was trying to tell you that something was bad for you when it wasn't. And you might have felt like it was at one point because all the signs were pointing towards this is not good for you kind of thing. Give me one of these for that bad idea. What is this bad idea? Something to do with bad press? I don't know, maybe somebody said something bad about... You could have said something negative about another person that was the truth and they got butthurt. Because that's kind of what it feels like for some reason. Like, oh, you're going to share my shit? Fuck you. You know, that kind of thing. Spring. New seeds being planted, pathways and beginnings. Yeah, don't start this. This is a bad idea. Don't work with so-and-so. Don't do this. Don't talk to them. No. I just keep wanting to do that. Give me more on this new beginning shit. Oh, you wake up your brother? Yep, Linkadoodle's sitting up now. Nope, standing. Oh, the kid's climbing all around. Sheesh. I'm watching them on the monitor. They're so cute. I don't think you'd be able to, yeah, stay away from someone. They'll just hurt you. It's a bad idea. So these signs, these warnings could have pertained to a specific person. Like, oh, that person's bad news. They got a bad past. They're fucking shitty. They're this, they're that. They're not. They're actually they'd probably be very good for you. You probably have a lot in common with this person. That might be who wants to reconnect with you because they could have listened to the wrong people, or you did. I don't know. Somebody listened to the wrong person. Somebody could have said that whoever you were looking at, whoever you wanted to talk to, whoever you were interacting with at the time, because this feels past tense, was a predator. That they were stalking you, watching you, hurting you, whatever in you. That they were the problem, but it had nothing to do with them. It had to do with somebody else. They found out who you liked or who this person is, how they're connected to you through the internet, through social media, mutual friends. It's really what it feels like. Like, oh, I know who that is because of so-and-so, or they could have had key information about you because they knew who you're connected to. They know your family or friends of theirs know your family or something. Because I kind of feel there's slander in here, but it's like, it's not even catfishing. It's pointing the finger at somebody when it's not them, just because they know their name, or they know that you don't like them, or it would be easy to assume that said person was out to get you because the orbs are crazy in this video. Holy shit. It'd be easy to believe that this person would harm you, or that just made my chest hurt. Because of whatever discord was going on, because of whatever animosity is there between you and whoever this is, even if it's a friend or family member, and someone was using that to their advantage. Like, okay, well, I know this about that person, and I know that you guys aren't getting along, so we'll make it look like they're the problem. But it wasn't them, it was somebody on the outside, somebody else. Because everything points to you. Everything points to one person. Which is weird, too. I want to say this for some reason. Because I was drawn to go into a drawer. And I don't know why. And I'm like, oh, and I'm just like sifting through stuff. And there was some stuff that I would find along my spiritual drives and walks and stuff when people literally were messing with me. And those people, because that wasn't spiritual. I'm just saying it really wasn't. Those people must have knew my family, especially. Like, they knew certain... I'm feeling so fucking weird all of a sudden. Now that I'm talking about it, my head is just... And I'm feeling kind of like nervous, anxious, that jittery feeling. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm feeling this way all of a sudden. It just came on out of nowhere. But anyways... they had to have known the people that know me, or that were quote unquote close to me, or whatever, or the people that didn't like me, you know, because I mean, I've made it pretty clear that me and my father don't have a relationship. It's not because I didn't want one, it's just it never seemed to fucking work out. And there was issues with my sister at the time, because this was years ago, and it was just weird signs that only I would recognize, because anyone else could walk by this shit and be like, oh, that's junk, someone threw that, whatever, but I knew what it was. I didn't know exactly what everything was, but I had a pretty good idea. And it was pointing to certain people. Like, it was pointing to my sister and pointing to my fucking father. I mean, there were two things in particular that were like, it couldn't get any more obvious. Actually, there was things pointing to somebody I liked at the time, too. There was a lot of people. It was fucking weird. But anyways, one thing was, I had it in here before. I think I put it back in the drawer. Was Big Bird. You know those little kid cups? It's like a little coffee cup or whatever. They're plastic, and it had like Big Bird head or Cookie Monster or Elmo, and the head can come off of the cup. That's what it was. I don't know. It was a Big Bird head, and my sister's nickname is Big Bird. And I saw it flipped upside down, and there was a ball beside it, and I didn't know what all that was about, but it made me think of like the king. Something to do with the king? The Queen of Hearts in Alice in Wonderland, which is kind of funny that I wanted to use the Alice in Wonderland deck. There's a star card. I'm getting so fucking nervous right now. I don't know why. But anyways, I'd make those references, and then the shit would come up like croquet and whatever, because that's what she'd play in Alice in Wonderland, like off with his head, well, off with Big Bird's head. I'm like, my sister, that's fucking weird, because I just said the Queen of Hearts analogy, and here it is. And then there was another thing, like one time I had gone over to my dad's, because I didn't really talk to him much, and I didn't really see him, but during that time, I was very drawn to go to his house. And there was one time when I think it was during that time. I'm so fucking scared right now. Oh my God. Every time I get into this energy, I get scared. Someone is scared, because it ain't me. Anyways, there was one time I went there, and there was this pre-roll jar. It's like a pot pre-roll, like a joint was in it, and it's called wedding pie. And we were joking around, because my dad doesn't smoke. I mean, he's a blue mooner, just like me. Like, if I might smoke once a year, if that, not even. And I smelled it, and it smelled really bad, because he had lit it, put it in. So, like, it smells stinky when you do that. And I'm like, ugh. Well, I think my son and his friend were with me that time. And I just heard oh shit in my head. But anyways, they were with me that time, and I made a joke about it, and I remembered the name of it, wedding pie, because I was like, oh, they come up with the weirdest fucking names for this shit, you know? And then it just, whatever. And on one of my drives, when people were leaving shit for me, especially at the river, because that's where I have the yin yang keychain that was left on a boot string hanging off a tree. There was a bunch of shit they left there, and they had like derogatory graffiti about me that miraculously got painted over in green fucking paint after I said something publicly. But regardless of that, that was left there. That exact fucking glass vial. It smelled the same and everything, and that would point to my dad. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Why is this shit pointing to specific someones? My sister, my father, and Ronnie. I'll just put his name out here because I've said it before. It was pointing to him too, because I had people mess with me, and because they know that he's missing a finger. Actually, my father is too. It's a pointer finger, and someone drew a fucking smiley face on their finger going in my face. Maybe that's why I was doing that at the beginning of this video. No. There's just a lot of shit like that, and someone could have been doing something similar to some of you. Whatever that is, it's coming out. But I do have to go now, because I'm shaking like a motherfucker. I don't know why. Yeah, this energy's freaking me out for some reason. Alright, so I went on that whole tangent, but it's that was an example of when things all point to one person. Not to mention mutual friends and shit online. These people knew the people. They knew the people. I don't know, mutual friends and common denominators, you know. Has to do with the level of sadness. I don't know if it's to make you sad or because someone's sad. Well, the babies are sad. I gotta go. Like, I feel like I gotta leave right now. I know I gotta deal with them, but, like, I feel like I gotta go. Jeez. The moon keeps coming out. I saw it in the other deck and this deck, and there was another. I saw the moon 3 fucking times. It's definitely secrecy, but it has to do with intuition. And lobster, it's making me think of Phoebe when she says, he's her lobster. Because lobsters mate for life. I don't know what that means to you, but anyways. The Knight of Pentacles. Moving very slow. and love. Somebody was working very hard to slow down your love life, to slow down a connection, to stop something is what it feels like. But I love you guys. Gotta go. Peace.